Hi there. Today's topic is Introduction to Probability. In this topic, we are going to cover what is probability, types of probability, and the probability scale. So, the definition of probability is it is the likelihood or chance of happening of anything. Like you can say there are chances of rain today. So, you are talking about probability. If you say that if you will flip a coin, there are chances it will land on heads. So you're talking about probability. And the likelihood of happening of anything is called event. So the technical word for probability that shows the happening of something, the technical word is event. For example, if I say rain today, that means I'm talking about an event. If I say I'm going to flip a coin, that means I'm talking about an event. So flipping a coin, it could be rain today, or drawing a card from deck of cards is called event. Now we are going to discuss types of probability. So each type of probability I will discuss with an example. So look at this picture. What you can see, 4 pens, 2 are blue and 2 are red. So my question is it possible for you to pick up a green pen if you are blindfolded? I'm sure your answer will be no, because there is no green pen. So what we will say in words of chance, the chances of green pen is 0. So any event that has 0 chance is called impossible probability. So first type of probability is impossible probability. Now look at this picture again. You can see 2 red pens and 1 blue pen. My question is, which color pen has low chances to be picked up? Again, keep in mind you are blindfolded. I'm sure you will say blue pen because there is only one blue pen while we have 2 red pens. So the pen that are less in numbers has less chances to be picked up. So the chances or chance of blue pen is lower than red pen. So any event that has low chance is called unlikely or unlike probability. Now look at this picture. My question is, which color pen has high chances to be picked up? Again, keep in mind you are blindfolded. While picking up, you are not looking at the pens. I'm sure your answer is the chances for both pens are equal, are same, because we have 2 blue pens and we also have 2 red pens. So that means they have equal chance. So any event that has equal chance has even probability, which is third type of probability. Now look at this picture. You can see 2 red pens and 1 blue pen. My question is, which color pen has high chances to be picked up? I'm sure you will say red pen because there are more red pens. So any event that has high chances is called or has a likely probability. Now the fourth type of probability is likely probability. Now again, look at this picture. My question is, what is the chance to pick blue pen while you are blindfolded? I'm sure you will say 100% because all pens are blue. So even you will draw any pen randomly, so automatically you will pick a blue pen. So any event that has 100% chance is called certain probability. So now we have these 5 types of probability: impossible probability, when there is no chance at all; unlikely probability, when there are slightly chance; even probability, when we have 50-50% chance; likely probability, that means we have more chances to be picked up; and certain probability, when there is an 100% chance. Probability scale. So to measure probability, a number line is used. That number line is called probability scale. In probability scale, the first type is impossible. Second one is unlikely, even, likely, and certain probability. Keep in mind, even is the half of number line. So that means if we are between impossible and even, that means we have unlikely probability. And if we are between even and certain, it will be a likely probability. It could be from here, likely probability will be from here to here, and unlikely will be between this and this. Impossible probability has value of 0. Unlikely will have 1/4, 2/4. If you simplify this one, it will be 1/2. Remember, I have told you, even probability will be in the middle of the line. Likely will be 3/4, and certain will have 1 probability. So there are some very, very, very important notes. You have to keep them in your mind all the time while you are doing probability. So probability will always be written in fraction or decimal. And the maximum value for probability of any event will be 1. That means there will be no event that has probability more than 1. Keep in mind. And the minimum value will be 0. So now in easy way, we can say probability will always lies between 0 and 1. So there is no probability that has value of less than 0, or any probability that has value of more than 1. Now we have an example question. A box has 20 candies. Among them, 5 are blue, 10 are green, and 15 are white candies. So we are asked to find out probability of blue candy, green candy, white, and yellow candy. And the second part of this question, we also have to represent these all candies on probability scale. Let's start together. So, how many candies do we have in this question at total? In total, we have 20 candies, keep in mind. So, let's find out probability of first candy, which is blue candy. To find out this one, we have to see how many blue candies do we have. So we have 5 blue candies out of total 20 candies. The probability of blue candy can be written in this fraction: number of blue candies divided by total candies. So number of blue candies we have 5, total candies we have 20. So we can write probability of blue candy like 5 over 20. And when you will solve or simplify this fraction, you can find 520 as 1/4 after simplification of 520. Now the probability of green candy, using same rule, same fraction, same formula, whatever you want to say. So to find out green candies, probability of green candy, you have to find out number of green candies. So number of green candies we have here 10, and total candies are again 20. So we will write this fraction as 10 by 20. Again, we are going to simplify this one. In simplification, after simplification, we will find 10, 20, 10 over 20 will be equal to 1 by 2. Now we are going to find out probability of white candy. So white candies we have how many? 15, and total candies are 20. So we will write probability of white candy as 15 by 20. After simplification, 15 by 20, we will get 3 by 4. And the last question was yellow candy. So the yellow candy, we have to find out how many yellow candy we have. Oh, 5 blue, 10 green, 15 white. There is no yellow candy here. So we will say the probability of yellow candy is, we have how many yellow candies are there? 0. So 0 by 20 will be 0. So these are the probabilities of these candies. So blue candy has a probability of 1/4, green candy has 1/2, and the probability of white candy is 3/4, whereas the probability of yellow candy is 0. Now we have second part of this question, that we are going to show these values on probability scale. So to do that one, first of all, we have to label the number line. Oh, if you don't know how to label number line, then do watch my video, basic concept of number line. You can also find the link over here. So we have blue candy 1/4, it will go on 1/4 place. Green candy has 1/2, it will go over there. The probability of white candy is 3/4, so it will go over there. And yellow candy has 0 probability, so it will go over here. So this is how we represent our all probabilities on number line. Now we are going to find out the probability of yellow candy. Either it is impossible probability, unlikely, even, likely, or certain. We have to find out this one. You remember probability scale that we have just covered few seconds before? Keep in mind, we will always start from impossible probability. That means first number will be impossible, unlikely, even, likely, and certain. Keep in mind, any probability between impossible and even will be called as unlikely, and any probability between even and certain is called likely. So yellow candy has 0 value. So the type of probability for yellow candy will be impossible. Cool. Now the probability of blue candy will be unlikely. Then probability of green candy is actually on the half. Then half of the line means even probability. The type of white candy, so it is between half and certain, it will be likely. Now it is your turn to find out the answers of these questions. Write your answers on the side. After you have all your answers ready, then you can resume this video. Start now. Now let's do together. So we have a question. Jenny rolls a 6-sided dice. We have to find out the probability of the following. There are some questions. We have to find out probability of them, and we also have to show them either it is a certain, likely, unlikely, or impossible probability. So first we have to calculate each probability. So Jenny will roll a number greater than 1, and we all know that a dice has 6 sides and there are 6 numbers on a dice, and the number of dice start from 1 till 6. The numbers greater than 1 on dice will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means there are 5 numbers on a dice that is number greater than 1. So first thing first, we have to find out how many numbers we have of this one. Greater than 1, we have 5 numbers. And how many total? Total, how many numbers we have in total? Yes, 6 numbers. So that means the calculation of this probability will be 5 over total, which are 6. And the number line, so that means 5 over 6 means this is a number line which is going to be more than half. So 5 over 6 will be here. The type of probability, again between even and certain chance, the type of probability is likely. So for this question, Jenny will roll a number greater than 1. Calculated probability will be 5 over 6, and the type of probability will be likely. Likewise, Johnny will roll a number less than 10. So on a dice, how many numbers do you have that are less than 10? Yes, all numbers on a dice are less than 10. That means 6 of are the numbers that are less than total of 6 numbers. So the calculation will be 6 over 6. And when you simplify this one, you will get 1. And 1 is the probability of here. Certain probability. So this will be certain. The next is Jenny will roll a number greater than 6. So how many numbers do you have on a dice that have value of greater than 6? Yes, there are no number. That means 0. And if you have a 0 number, 0 divided by 6 will give you 0. And the type of probability of 0 is impossible. The last, Jenny will roll a number less than 2. So on a dice, how many numbers do you have less than 2? Only one number. So calculation will be 1 by 6. 1 by 6 on number line is here, means between impossible and even. So 1 by 6 has type of probability of unlikely. I'm sure that you have fully understood this topic. Keep watching for more videos and more concepts. Math Camp. Thank you. Bye bye.